The Sacred Way by Angelos Sikelianos, who was born in 1884 and died in 1951. Through the new wound that fate had opened in me, I felt the setting sun flood my heart, with a force like that of water when it rushes in through a gash in a sinking ship. Because again, like one sick when he first ventures forth to milk life from the outside world, I walked alone at dusk, along the road that starts at Athens and for its destination has the sanctuary at Eleusis. The road that for me was always the soul's road. It bore, like a huge river, carts slowly drawn by oxen, loaded with sheaves of wood and other carts that quickly passed me by. The people in them shadow-like. But further on, as if the world had disappeared and nature alone was left, unbroken stillness reigned. And this rock found, rooted at the roadside, seemed like a throne long predestined for me. And as I sat, I folded my hands over my knees, forgetting if it was today that I'd set out, or if I'd taken the same road centuries before. But then, rounding the nearest bend, three shadows entered the stillness, a gypsy and, after him, dragged by their chains, two heavy-footed bears. And then, as they drew near to me, the gypsy, before I'd really noticed him, saw me, took his tambourine down from his shoulder, struck it with one hand, and with the other tugged fiercely at the chains. And the two bears rose on their hind legs heavily. One of them, the larger, clearly she was the mother, her head adorned with tassels of blue beads, crowned with a white amulet, towered up suddenly enormous, as if she were the primordial image of the great goddess, eternal mother, sacred in her afflictions, who, in human form, was called Demeter, here at Eleusis, where she mourned her daughter, and elsewhere, where she mourned her son, was called Alcmene, or the Holy Virgin. And the smaller bear at her side, like a big toy, like an innocent child, also rose up, submissive, not sensing yet the years of pain ahead, or the bitterness of slavery mirrored in the burning eyes his mother's turned on him. But because she, dead tired, was slow to dance, the gypsy, with a single dexterous jerk of the chain hanging from the young bear's nostril, bloody still from the ring that had pierced it, perhaps a few days before, made the mother, groaning with pain, abruptly straighten up, and then, her head turning towards the child, dance vigorously. And I, as I watched, was drawn outside and far from time, free from form, closed within time. From statues and images I was outside. I was beyond time. And in front of me I saw nothing except the large bear with the blue beads on her head, raised by the ring's wrench and her ill-fated tenderness, huge testifying symbol of all the world, the present and the past, huge testifying symbol of all primeval suffering for which, throughout the human centuries, the soul's tax had still not been paid, because the soul has been and still is in Hades, and I, who am also slave to this world, kept my head lowered as I threw a coin into the tambourine. Then as the gypsy at last went on his way, again dragging the slow-footed bears behind him, and vanished in the dusk, my heart prompted me once more to take the road that terminates along the ruins of the soul's temple at Eleusis, and as I walked, my heart asked in anguish, will the time, the moment ever come when the bear's soul and the gypsy's and my own, that I call initiated, will feast together? And as I moved on, night fell, and again through the wound that fate had opened in me, I felt the darkness flood my heart as water rushes through a hole in a sinking ship. Yet when, as though it had been thirsting for that flood, my heart sank completely as though to drown in the darkness, a murmur spread through all the air above me, and it seemed to say, "It will come."